Vet helicopter rescue. Vet helicopter clinic rescue. Vet clinic rescue helicopter. Hey everyone! Today we're looking at the Vet Clinic Rescue Helicopter, which is one of the new Friend sets for 2021. And this is 249 pieces, $20 US. We have 2 mini dolls, we have 2 rabbits, and we have a lot of burning questions, like how is Mia supposed to be rescuing rabbits if she has a job at the organic cafe and she's always driving around with Olivia in the electric car? Inquiring minds want to know. Seriously, why is Mia in all of these sets? Now, we do also have Stephanie in this set, and it looks like Mia is there in more of like a high-fiving kind of capacity, and Stephanie's the one who's actually driving the helicopter and saving the rabbit and doing all the hard work. Okay, we have 2 bags. Let's take a quick look at the sets in the back of here. Those are the ones that came out in January, some new sets coming out in March, no mention of the cubes, and some stickers for our helicopter. All right, let's save some rabbits. Mia, we meet yet again, and you are wearing the exact same outfit you wore in the Organic Cafe set. Actually, you know what? I think she was wearing orange shoes, and she's wearing purple now, so technically different, but really the shirt, the shorts, it's all the same. We do, however, have a rabbit. 2 rabbits, actually. We have a little tiny baby rabbit, the one that we're going to be rescuing, and they're very cute, but the mom kind of looks like she was a human who had a spell cast on her, and she turned into a rabbit. Those eyes are very human. It's actually kind of distressing to me. So let's see what we're supposed to be rescuing the rabbit from. Now, it could be a magic spell, but I'm assuming for some reason that this blue represents water, right? So we're rescuing the rabbit from water, and that's why we have a helicopter. Now, these tan pieces, when they come together, oh, look, I think we're making a heart shape here. Now, this is just downright adorable, and it does not really imply danger to me. Like, you shouldn't say, "aw," when you're rescuing wildlife. And look at this island. It's tiny and it has water lilies on it. This is not exactly terrifying by any stretch of the imagination. Now, we're going to use these light blue pieces to build what looks like maybe waves coming up over the shoreline. So I think what's actually happening here is this is the ocean and the tide is rising. And soon there will not be any sand left. And there's our crab, and the crab can menace our rabbit. That actually is kind of scary. Okay, will the water get the bunny, or will the crab get the bunny? Now, I'm not too worried because the LEGO friends always save the day, particularly when they have access to a helicopter. Though I think I'm going to have to suspend my disbelief here because I don't know that they're old enough to get their helicoptering license. Is that even a thing? Who is giving these girls access to a helicopter, and where did they find a helicopter in such a bright coral color? Alright, I'm getting ahead of myself. What are we building right now? It looks like we're building a tree, and I actually really love how we're taking these curved pieces to make the tree seem smooth. LEGO Friend sets are always about aesthetics, so it is really important to me that the tree looks nice, right? We have this kind of gnarled, knobby bit in the front, but it's created using curves, so it's pretty. And the tree itself is this, you might even call it pastel brown, and it has pink, delicate flowers on it. And there's a sign hanging from it. Now, it has a blue heart, a blue paw print. I think this is a map, maybe, showing us. So I think we're in a lake, right? There's a blue heart-shaped lake. This is the lake maybe of Heartlake City, and the rabbit is stranded in the middle of the lake. But we're not concerned with that right now. We are concerned with these beautiful pink flowers on our tree. Lovely. All right, now back to the building and our concern about the rabbit. We're building out from the tree. Maybe this is a helicopter landing pad? The general width of it seems to suggest that it's something smaller, and actually looking at these little brown pieces, I think we're probably building a dock of some kind. This is like the home base where Heartlake City residents can come and, ooh, look at these pretty bubbles in the water and just admire the view. Now, the dock itself is purple. Where's the city manager who approved a bright lavender dock? Now, I love it personally, but I'm not a city manager for a reason. We also have a little basket that's perfect for toting around your baby bunny. Okay, let's finish building this yellow chair, which goes very nicely, very complimentary with the purple dock. And Mia has brought strawberries and waffles to the pier. And a little mug, which says, "I love HLC," which I can only assume is I love helping little creatures. Next, we're going to build what appears to be a birdhouse of some kind on the dock. Now, actually, nope, this has a life preserver hanging from it, so it's not a birdhouse. I just forgot to add this little white piece. There. I can only assume that the residents of Heartlake City at this point just assume they're going to fall into the water and need to be rescued via helicopter by one of the LEGO Friends girls. There. Very nice. The last step in this bag is to build a little spyglass stand right here so that someone can stand on the dock and look at the island and notify Stephanie that it is time to release the helicopter and save the baby bunny from the crab. All right, let's build bag number 2. I'm really excited for this one because I love the coral color, I love the yellow, but I don't always love building vehicles. Before we get to that, we do have to build Stephanie, who is our second mini doll in this set. And she's wearing a pink skirt with a little vest that has a dart on the back and this sign, this paw print that was on the helicopter as well. I have no idea how the vet clinic in this city affords a helicopter, but if I spend too much time thinking about it, I'll end up with a headache. So best to just move forward. I think the coolest thing about the helicopter that we're building for this particular set is what we're working on right now. These yellow, buoyant, they look almost like scuba tanks. They keep the helicopter afloat when it lands on the water. And I think that's what makes this particular helicopter stand out so much. This isn't like the one from the alpaca jungle rescue set. This is a very different kind of rescue. It's intended to be an amphibious rescue. It's meant to go on the water, and look how beautiful it looks. It just looks very streamlined. Okay, let's add these to the base of the helicopter. Okay, now I do think it's kind of strange that when you set this particular piece flat, the helicopter will be resting on the white brick in between the two yellow floaties instead of the yellow floaties itself. I feel like that's an unnecessary piece. I'm sure it was done for stability reasons, but I think it would look a lot cooler if it were just resting on these two yellow tanks. Okay, this particular helicopter is also more streamlined than the one from the alpaca rescue jungle set. Seems longer and more narrow, though I haven't actually built that set yet, so I'll have to do that soon and then I will compare the two helicopters. Alright, now we're going to add some of this beautiful coral that I've been looking forward to. And I think right now we've built the seat for the pilot, though I am a little concerned that there's no safety gear here. Where's the seatbelt? There should be a seatbelt or someone is going to fall out of this helicopter and they're going to be the ones who need rescuing. All right, this is looking like an actual helicopter, and look at this piece! Look at this round coral piece. I love it. I'm not sure if it has any functionality whatsoever, but it looks really cool. Okay, now we are working with this blue piece that's the color of the water, or like similar to the water, but it's obviously not water because look, we have this sticker, which is maybe controls of some kind, or maybe some sort of medical gear. I think we'll know more when we build more, and the fact that we're putting a hypodermic needle and a bottle on here makes it pretty clear that this is medical gear. These are medical gauges. This clips right onto the back, and there's a little secret storage space where you can store the rescued bunny. But I'm a little concerned that the medical stuff is just going to fall off the back of the helicopter, right? That's unsafe. But we have no time to worry about safety. There are stickers to apply. This is the same logo that was on Stephanie's little vest thing, little vet clinic logo. Okay, one on either side, and then we're going to jazz this bad boy up with some yellow lights in case we need to do any night rescues or something like that. Next we have, this looks like the tail. This is some kind of fin, I think. But honestly, it looks kind of small to be in proportion to the rest of the helicopter. Maybe I'll change my mind when I clip it on, but for now, it looks off. More lights are needed, more stickers are needed, and oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to try to, oh no, will this line up? Oh, that was not great. It really wasn't. No one looked too closely. Let's see, this side should be a little easier. Yep. And this is how you apply it if you don't want your helicopter to be able to fly. So spin it around and put it on the right way. Okay, now that we have the body of the helicopter built, it's looking like an actual helicopter, we need to decorate it, and this is what I was excited for. This is what caught my eye when I was looking at the box. I thought, oh my goodness, there's going to come a time when I want to make something large and obnoxious out of coral pieces, and this is the set that's going to give me the pieces I need. And look, I was right. Look at this coral helicopter. It's actually really quite adorable. I think the pops of yellow and blue look really wonderful with the coral, and are far more entertaining than like your average emergency orange, right? Okay, enough talking about the color, let's talk about the functionality here. Like I said before, very streamlined, and seems to do a pretty good job at combining looks with functionality. Now I am pretty disappointed that there's nothing really going on in the front here in the cockpit. Like, the designers had time to add these tiny little coral hearts for the aesthetic, but they don't have time to add something to steer the helicopter with. There's no controls. There is this cool blue windshield piece, which doesn't clip into anything, so it's kind of ineffective, but I do think it'd be really cool if you were making a submarine or making your own ship. You could use that as a windshield. Okay, now we have some cool shiny silver pieces, and it's time to add the actual blades. Now, I'm used to working with black, fairly utilitarian pieces, so these white blades are really cool. They actually kind of look like frosting spatulas. Can you tell I'm hungry? Alright, let's see how they spin. Ah, very nice. Now this is a fine looking helicopter, am I right? Final step, we are building a little tiny stretcher that we can stick our baby bunny to. So we load the bunny on the stretcher and then throw it in the back. And you know what, we're gonna throw an extra hypodermic needle in there just for good measure. Just in case. You never know what you're gonna run into. Let's see how Stephanie fits in here as the pilot. Again, there's nothing for her hands to hold, so she's just kind of hanging out. She's not strapped in. That windshield could fly open at any minute. So I'm assuming she uses mind control to fly to the island. She rescues the baby bunny from the grips of the crab and passes the bunny to Mia, who promptly drops it sideways off the stretcher because she can't hold the stretcher upright for reasons of weird arm positioning. All right, everyone, that is the Lego Vet Clinic Rescue Helicopter. I do like this set overall. I love the idea that you have to save the baby bunny from the rising tide and the crab. That's really fun. I love the coral. I don't love the purple dock, but you can't have everything. I think the play potential for this set is out of this world. You can load the bunnies in the back, fly around. That's all good fun. I think the design of the helicopter could use with a few tweaks. Namely, I would love to see the medical supplies inside of the helicopter, and I think Stephanie needs something to steer the helicopter with. Aside from that, totally worth the $20. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Until we build again, I will see you then. Bye!